Assalamu alaikum. I will make this video to show how to export a created test from one classroom and then import it to another classroom and demonstrate how it could be done in an easy way. So the first thing you would do is once you have created your course, you need to uh, export it. So what you would do is you would go to the test surveys and pools and then go to the test. On this window it will show you the existing test that you have created. So I have two tests created here. Of this I want to export this first one. So what I would do is click on this gray drop down button and then I'll click on export. When I do that, automatically the zip file for the exported test would be created, and then I need to save it in a particular folder. So I would save it on my download folders, and then I have completed my step for exporting the test. Okay, I can this is where the test will appear. So if you can see this last file here, test export has been created. The next step is to import this test into another classroom. So to do that, what I would do is we need to log into the other class where you want the test to be imported, and then again you would go to course tools, test surveys and pools, and go to test here. So if you will notice, I do not have that same test which I created in my other class. So what I would do is I would say import test and then browse, find the test that I have and then submit. So that test has now been imported to my Blackboard class. So here this message says that the package has been processed, and then there is a warning status, but it's always better to read the warning status. Here there is no such warning, it says the operation has completed. So the next thing I would do is I would go to the area where I want to create the test so that I can deploy the test. So I would go to assessments, and here as usual I would go assessments tests, and since I have already imported the test, you will see that test here. So instead of creating new, I would just click on that test name and submit. So what you will see now is that the test is being created. Only thing you need to do is select the test options. So I will be checking these things. I would say I don't want to keep it in an open window. Yes, I want to make it available to my students. And yes, I need to add an announcement: no multiple effort, no forced completion. I would set timer according to the instructions received from the academic affairs. I would be setting the timer for 120 minutes and make sure that I make it available according to the exam time. So for me, the exam time here is 7:30 p.m. according to the schedule. So I will make it available 1 hour before the schedule, so that I'm allowing 3 hours of availability time for my students. And then I would go to the same date and I go to the deadline according to the college schedule, which is 9:30 p.m. So I'll put it up to 9:30 p.m. I would go down and then put a due date also, so that I make sure that my students don't get access to this test after the due date. So on 2nd of July, I just want to make sure that my students don't access the test after 9:30. So also I will click on this option which says do not allow the students to start the test if the due date has passed, and then I would go down and ensure that I will only make the feedback available to them after let's say 1 day after the test. Now this is left to the teacher when she wants to keep the test open, and I would like my student to see all the answers with score per question. So they get to know uh, where they have made a mistake. And then I would make this presentation of the test selection one at a time. I would prohibit backtracking and randomize the test questions, and I would submit it. With those simple steps, here my test has been created. As of now, you can see I have created the test for the future, so the students will not be able to see the test as of now. However, if you want to see the test that is being deployed is the same as the one which we have created, I would go to edit test to check it out. So as you can see, we have 3 random blocks with different type of questions: multiple answer, true or false, and multiple choice. So 15 questions with zero point 0.5 marks, 15 questions with 5-point marks, and 5 questions with 1 marks. So you could see total 35 questions, and the total points would be 20. I'm happy with that. And yes, that's how you deploy the test. I mean, that's how you import the test and deploy the test in different classes. Thank you.